Hello! I'm gonna get straight to it because I'm really late getting ready, but I thought I'd just get ready on camera because I've got something new. And if the lighting is so good that my face sometimes the light's too good, my face looks how it looks in real life, sad times. Also, I got my eyebrows done yesterday and she did such a thorough job. She cut me in places. Not cut me, but can you see all that redness? Like here. Down here is just my own doing, but okay, so I need a new foundation, as you know. Well, you don't know unless you've watched my other videos, but I need a new foundation. I watched loads of reviews on the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear Shaping Stick, foundation stick, because I was like, maybe a stick is the one, and I thought I need a cheap foundation. I wanted the Makeup Revolution Fast Base stick, but they didn't have that in my Superdrug. I think my Superdrug's too low key for that yet, because it's quite new, isn't it? I think. So I got the L'Oreal Infallible instead. I got the shade 130 Vanilla because this was the lightest shade they had, and I always find foundation that I try it on and I get home, it's either too dark, too orange or whatever, so I always try and go, the only option is to go lighter. If it's to go lighter or darker, I'd rather go lighter, so I went lighter with 130 Vanilla, and let's hope that this isn't orange or whatever. Like loads of people have said in the review videos that I watched about it, the shade range, I agree, is tiny. I was looking for colours and I was like, okay, it's like 130, 140, 150, but they were like completely, I was like, there wasn't two that I was like humming and hawing over, because I was like 130 or 140 is just way too dark for me, so I was like, this has got to be the best option. Actually, I might just prime using the Lasting Finish Rimmel 8-hour primer. Only because I'm sort of new to primers, so I just tried a cheap one out first, but I don't know, I think it does smooth out my skin. I'm not sure about if it helps with lasting or the finish of my foundation, I don't know. But we will find out with this stick. Also, I'm worried that because I've got quite dry skin, even though I've already moisturised and now I'm priming, that I've got quite dry skin. I'm hoping this will be glowy. Not glowy, but I hope it doesn't dry out my skin because it's a stick, it's not a cream or liquid. Also, I meant to buy a beauty blender yesterday when I got this foundation, but I forgot. So I'm going to try it with my hand. Let's see how this goes. I'm really worried it's going to be drying. Maybe if I just do it quick, it might be okay. Also, I'm going to put a lot on because I clearly don't wear enough. I always put stuff on and I'm like, there's no coverage on me. So maybe I'm not putting enough on. So I'm going to try with my hands and see how that goes. Don't judge me, makeup gurus, and me putting it on my hands. Okay. It isn't too dry. Well, yeah, give me a minute. It's quite easy to disappear, I guess, into my skin. I'm not sure how much it's actually covering my skin or if it's just disappearing. That might be because I'm using my hands though. Whenever I say first impressions, I think of the Hairspray song, you know, first impressions, maybe. I don't even know the rest of the lyric, but the song in Hairspray, where she sings about Tracy Turnblad. First impressions, maybe. Something bad and something vital. Okay. Well, you saw how much I put on, which wasn't that much to be fair, so I'm going to go again, because that hasn't given me really any coverage. I'm also a bit worried that it's like the stick's not really that much. Because that was cheap, and that's like $8.99 isn't that cheap for this much foundation, because there's not actually that much foundation that you're getting. I don't know, it might last ages, but I'm just thinking there's not much product there for £9. Which I don't know the exchange rates, but I'm guessing is like $10. Maybe even less, I don't know. But okay, I think it's a really bad example with me maybe using my hands. But I always see people do it with sponges and brushes. I'm just giving you a low-key woman's experience with her hands. Well, yeah, I do have product on my face. Okay, it's definitely got more, there's more coverage there. it is a little bit drying between my eyebrows. I don't know if you can see. Don't know if it's looking a bit chalky, yeah, around my nose. I do think it is a little bit drying. Okay, very drying. I just got really close to my magnifying mirror. I'm just going to put a little bit more on my areas of angst. That doesn't even make sense. But yeah, it's very drying. I can see the product on my face. It's a little bit matte. It's not matte, but it's a little bit, because it's drying a little bit more matte than dewy, glowy finish. But yeah, okay, it's definitely really dry here, so I'd probably put a little bit of moisturiser on. I wouldn't powder. I want to powder to sort of set it, but it's, do you know what it is? It's sort of like a cream to powder foundation, because maybe it's just my skin because it's dry, but it looks like I've got powder on my skin. So I wouldn't, I mean, I'd want to powder to sort of give more coverage and to set, but then I don't really know what I'm setting. Just putting a bit more on my nose. Yeah, I couldn't powder with this because it's so drying and it already looks like a powder on my skin to me. It sort of just looks like I put a powder on. I mean, the coverage isn't amazing. It's done the job. I'd say medium coverage. It's done the job, but maybe if I guess I could put more on, but I might put more on just for the hell of the video, like just to test. Also, I think if I maybe used a brush or a sponge, we might be on a better road to success. Because maybe if I just more of a patted it in than rubbed it in, or more than working it in. Now my little chubby cheeks are just patting. I mean, I don't even know if that's in. Okay, maybe that's a better idea. Give it a little pat on in there. Pat on home. I'm such a weirdo. Well, I'm not going to put the whole tub on my face because I spent $8.99 on that bad boy, but it's definitely got some coverage. It's like, I'd say medium coverage, and if you have oily skin, maybe it's better, not oily skin, but yeah, maybe oily skin because it would be less drying. Medium coverage, I'd say for a little go-to maybe. Okay, it's not that bad. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'm just thinking it looks very dry on my face because I can see the dry patches. So I'm just going to finish my makeup now and I'll come back to you because I might change my mind. Just put some Carmex on because I feel like Carmex is such a good lip thing because it's not like Vaseline doesn't do anything to your lips, it just sort of sits there, whereas this, it's so silky smooth and I love it. Anyway, I've got to go because I'm being picked up in 10 minutes to go to the hairdresser's. Also, forget about the hair, I'm getting my hair done today. That's why it's a mess. So don't judge me and I won't judge you. Wow, okay, bye. Okay, as you can hopefully see, I've done the rest of my makeup. I didn't powder because it was already like a powder on my face. I've got to go now, but yeah, very drying, chalky, doesn't look great, say mid coverage.